Yeah, this is just a short video to teach you some things about private accommodation and tips and tricks about renting it and things you should kind of know just to be able to do it more easily. It's just an informal conversation between me and a friend. Hope you enjoy it.
The first is, where can you find private accommodation?
Well, the uni actually has things in place for this. So it's got a Brighton Facebook page and an Eastbourne Facebook page, and you can just go on them and you can find the links through the university websites and things like that. And you'll be able to find other students looking to house themselves in private accommodation with you.
Awesome.
What's the best way to sort out all of your bills and things like that once you've moved in?
Let me tell you. Loads of letting agents will offer to sort it out for you and you pay a bit extra, but they're going to rip you off probably. If it's a 5-bed house, it should cost about 40 each a month, and a bit more if there are less people, and vice versa. And if you go on a website called Split the Bills, or there are some others like it, they'll sort it all out for you, and it's really easy, and you pay every month by direct debit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really simple on Split the Bills, to be fair, and it's cheap.
It is.
What are the landlords responsible for, and what is the tenant responsible for?
The landlords are responsible for electrical issues, wiring, heating, hot water, boiler problems, structural stuff, and damp and mold. And you are responsible for keeping the house clean, making sure electrical appliances are safe, light bulbs, and smoke alarm batteries. So all of the landlord things you never have to fix yourself. You have to call them, and they have got to come around and do it. And fun fact, a landlord is not allowed to come round without warning you 24 hours before. So if they spring it on you and say, we're coming around for a house viewing for next year, you can say, yes, you are, in 24 hours or later.
Yeah, totally. It's good to know that.
It is. What can you tell me about guarantors?
Well, most of the time it'll be one of your relatives or something like that, and they can guarantee you for the house, and you will just sort of use them to guarantee that you can afford to pay the house, and they'll have to usually earn a certain amount of money or own a house in the UK. But if you can't get them to do it, then there's a company called Shelter who can give you a hand with that. Just go on their website and they'll help you sort it out. You can get money together or anything like that. I don't know, but what do you?
And if you can't do that, if you're from abroad and you don't want to pay for a guarantor, you can pay all of your rent in one go usually, and then you don't need one.
Cool.
What are your tips and tricks for living with students?
Well, most of the time they're nice people, so just, hang out with them, get to know them, and you can have a good time most of the time. If you don't get on with them too well, don't worry, because you'll be able to move in with someone else soon. And everyone's pretty respectful. I've never heard anything bad about it. I don't know, have you ever heard anything bad about it?
Bad, really.
Yeah, it's good. For the first year of uni, I was in uni homes, and I didn't really get to know my housemates that well or anything, and it was just a quiet year. I got to know people outside of that, but for the most part, I was just living in a house with them, and it was totally easy. Just make sure you respect their stuff, don't break their things and things like that, and clean up after yourself so you don't piss them off. But for the most part, it's nice. People are nice.
Cool. And to lead on from that, if you really, really hate it and want to get out of your tenancy, if you check your tenancy agreement, you should be able to find a replacement and fill out some paperwork and then get out of your tenancy, which is quite handy.
How much should your deposit cost?
Your deposit will usually cost around £600, I think, but it depends, around that. And you will get it back, most of it, as long as you don't wreck the house. And it is illegal for it not to be in a deposit protection scheme, and that means it's going to be given back to you fairly, like it's not up to the landlord, which is cool.
And you'll be sure of that once you move in. They'll send you emails about it, and make sure that you know that your deposit's protected.
So once you move into your student house, what kind of things do you have to update your address on?
Well, you've got to make sure that your ID has it on, so that when you have to do things with the bank or something like that, they can confirm that it's your address. So update your bank, register to vote. So like your DVLA documents, like your driving license or whatever. Register with your pharmacy when you get here. Register not to pay council tax, because full-time students don't have to pay council tax.
Yeah.
And then let your family know where you live so they can be present.
Yeah. Good luck, and thank you for watching our video on student housing.
You'll be fine and have a great time.